bitter diplomatic brawl playing out on the world stage, a war of words between the U.S. and Russia at a UN Security Council meeting today in New York. Russia has been accused of endangering the peace by sending 100,000 troops to Ukraine's border. Russian diplomats, on the other hand, dismissing what they call hysterical fear-mongering by the U.S. Correspondent Kelly Meyer has been following the very latest developments on this today from Washington, D.C. Kelly, President Biden did weigh in today saying diplomacy is the best way forward, but also stressing the U.S. is ready no matter what.
Yeah, that's right, Marnie. And the U.S. and Russia were publicly sparring today at this meeting that you mentioned. The U.S. and other countries are warning and urging Russia to stand down here. But Russia is saying that they don't have any plans to invade. They say there's no proof of any military action, even though the Kremlin has been sharing videos almost daily of their military exercises at the border with Ukraine. Now we wait to see if this call for a peaceful solution sticks.
A war of words between the U.S. and Russia.
You are almost calling for this. You want it to happen. You're waiting for it to happen, as if you want to make your words become a reality.
Russian ambassador to the UN accusing the United States of whipping up hysteria over Ukraine, saying it's the U.S. who is provoking escalation. The U.S. ambassador to the UN fighting back.
I can't say that I am surprised by my Russian colleagues' comments, but I am disappointed.
The U.S. ambassador pointing the finger at Russia for the largest mobilization of troops in Europe in decades, adding the U.S. has proof Russia is planning to beef up its military force in Belarus to more than 30,000 by early February, adding to the 100,000 already mobilized to move in.
If Russia further invades Ukraine, none of us will be able to say we didn't see it coming, and the consequences will be horrific.
The U.S. called a special meeting Monday of the United Nations Security Council, its first meeting since the Russian military buildup at the border began. Every country on the 15-member council voted to hold the meeting except for Russia and China. China urging all involved to remain calm, adding it does not see Russian forces as a threat. The White House does. President Joe Biden leaving this warning to Moscow today.
We are ready no matter what happens.
And Marnie, tonight, Russia is responding directly to the U.S. This is a written response to the U.S. proposal they delivered last week, working to de-escalate the situation. A State Department official confirming this to NewsNation tonight, saying, "We can confirm we received a written follow-up from Russia. It would be unproductive to negotiate in public, so we'll leave it up to Russia if they want to discuss their response. We remain fully committed to dialogue to address these issues and will continue to consult closely with our allies and partners, including Ukraine." Marnie?
Kelly Meyer in the nation's capital. Kelly, thank you. Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.